Welcome to the part Beta Frame 4. This time we're doing Chapter 7, and dear fucking god, do I not like Chapter 7 at all. Not because it's piano bullshit or whatever, but because... I mean, Choushiro is, interesting. He's the most attack-heavy, but he's also the most lore-heavy. Also got a stone mirror now for him too, that's good. And, the thing is... Jesus Christ, I just do not like the lore heaviness. I don't like how fucking dense it all is. But we gotta get through it, so we have no choice, really. However, there is one thing I can actually tell you right now. I have a wiimote now! I have the fucking thing for it! So, you see me play it with a wiimote, and not a fucking PS4 controller. All is good again. Oh boy. Well, we could take a picture of that, but we can go ahead and go to that door they just went into. But first, we got a tape. Let's go ahead and reveal what's inside tape number 4.
9月29日、救済所。病院の関係者から少女たちについてタレコミ。もう一度、灰原病院内を捜索する。9月29日、灰原病院。病院の地下2階で少女たちを発見。5人とも無事。しかし、あれは俺の見間違いなのだろうか。少女たちの顔が。
嫌い子。
嫌い号。またか。どういう意味なんだ。
Well, these investigations are sure getting quite interesting, aren't they? But yes, I have Wiimote control now. So, everything moves pretty much the way it should be. And yeah, we're going inside. I legitimately am sorry that it took me this fucking long to get myself the settings needed, the shit needed to connect a Bluetooth Wiimote to my PC and be able to play this game. But whatever, we're here now, so all's there. Now, there's a thing I have to find up here, and it's on a wall. It's really hard to find it, though. It's not that obvious, is it? It's right here. Yeah, there's a lot of moments where it's just, like, very not obvious spots. And hey, blue crystals. I believe I have enough to upgrade. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, I have enough to upgrade. I can upgrade the power all the way through. Yeah, might as well. Max that bitch out. There you go. Alright, so down here we can find a dead end. We cannot fit through that hole, unfortunately. But there is something down here we can grab. Guess what it is? You'll never guess. You'll never be able to. Readables! I don't want to die here. I heard a legend about the coming of the day without suffering. A legend which says that those who hide here are the only ones that will survive. Really now. Someone performed it. Ceremony of passage. That woman has come. That woman's blooming. I saw her face. Warped, crushed, twisted, impure. I saw her face. Here it comes. Blooming face, warped, crushed, blooming, twisted, blooming, impure. It's the end. Blooming, blooming. I would go fucking crazy, but I want to keep my voice to where I can actually keep doing this fucking video. First of all, we gotta fight. Now, doing ghost fights in this game is extremely easy when you do so much damage with this damn flashlight. There is no challenge here when you have this fucking flashlight. Oh, sure, you have to wait for it to refill at the bottom right there by getting down this viewpoint and such. But, like, even if I fuck up, it's easy for me to avoid the attacks. So, I mean, yeah, it's just, who gives a shit, really? But yeah, dead end. We can't continue on this way, so we have to go back the way we came. Go back to the elevator. So yeah, Choushiro is the most action-oriented of the three mains right now, but he's also the most fucking lore-heavy. And fuck me, is it dense. You thought that the last thing I played as Choushiro was dense on the fucking book reading? Oh god, this chapter is just... it tops it to a fucking degree. You ready for a fight? Oh shit, we got 3 ghosts to fight now. Don't worry, just aim them all at once and then fucking kill them all in one go. Unless one disappears, in which case just wait for her to come back and then kill her then. So, yeah. Like I fucking said, this game is really not going to be that hard when we have the flashlight. Also, the elevator's moving on its own, so guess what? Yeah, we're stuck here. This is where the elevator wants us to go. Oh hey, the nurse. We gotta follow her a little bit. There's an item over here, by the way. It's also very hard to find. It's one of those items that requires you to wait there for seconds before it actually shows up. And it's an item that we definitely do need. So let me go ahead and first just buy me some fucking herbal medicine. There we go. And now let me go ahead and fucking, you know, just really dig deep into this location here. Because it's around there. It's around this corner. Can you find it? Can you see it? Do you have an idea where it is? I bet you fucking don't. Do you know where to stand? Where to look? Well, guess what? Its location? You're about to see it. There it is. It's right there. Guess what? Just crystals. But it's important to us because we can upgrade this further. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the charge. I want to recover this freaking orb of Lunar Lunar energy much faster than I have been so far. Let's see. If we go this way now. Come on, get on with it. Okay, so inside of here, the first thing we can look at is more fucking readable shit. Get ready, we're gonna be in for pages upon pages of this shit. Autopsy report. Name Tomoko Hinuma. Cause of death, drowning. Death report. Discovered floating in the Vagetsu Hall pool by a nurse. She had already entered into cardiac arrest when she was discovered. I'm gonna fuck up a lot of things. Note, on the diet of the Kagura, there were reports of confusion at the time Tsubaki Tono fell unconscious. The Lunar Sedata crisis began on the night of the Kagura. A scrawled note was found. It appears to be a suicide note. Okay. What else? A typical example of return to normal after losing oneself in the Kagura. Traces of budding. The face was removed from the body. Huh. Well, that certificate, let's see. There is a spot to shoot at for a picture. The problem is, I was shooting at it, but it wasn't actually registering. Because we have to be on that specific lens. Remember the lens? Let's switch to it, shall we? By pressing the up or down button from my D-pad on my wiimote. Now we can get it. Lovely face, huh? I remember, switch it around, because otherwise you can't damage enemies. Now, there is a ghost around here. I fucked up on actually getting him, though, so, yeah. Anyway, first time around here. Red crystals, 15 of them. Should probably consider upgrading the freaking lens at this point, but what's in the bag? Oh no. Great. Notice there are deficiencies in the records of the recent deaths. Regarding designated records, incineration must be carried out immediately. Please use the incinerator in the back of the old building for this purpose. An incinerator, huh? The fucking incinerator. And a backdoor key so we can go outside. Cool. Guess where it is? It's right over there. Okay. Okay. I'll fucking go with that. Anyways, I'm right here. This is obvious what it is. It's a cassette. Record number 2, in fact. And over here? It's definitely great. Name, Tsubaki Tono. Occupation, nurse at Rigetsu Hall. Death report. Performed at the Utsuwa of the Rigetsu Kagura dance. Collapsed her in the middle of the dance. Cause unknown. According to testimonies, by the time the crowd had reached her, she was already dead. Well. What the fuck else are we in for right now of this? Cause of death, autopsy report results do not indicate external injuries or diseases. There's been suspected heart attack. It's not yet been confirmed but as the cause. Map's gonna really go to hell. Further notes, we can't determine the condition of her face. Cause of this is unknown. Simultaneous deaths of the Shrine Maidens at the ceremony of passing at the festival was the cause of the mass which was used. Use of the mass has long been taboo. So, a lot of interesting notes there about the ceremony of passage and all of that. And not only that, there is something we can do with this chick. I don't immediately notice it yet. First, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab this sacred water, because I need that. And, yeah, then I go back and actually go to her face, in which I can interact with it and take it off. What's behind the face mask? Well, that ain't fucking, you know, crazy or anything. Can't interact with it. Alright, this room's done. Let's get the hell out of here. But first, we must listen to the tape, the third one, the second one I mean.
9月17日、同月代、神楽が中断した。巫女が倒れて、今騒ぎになっている。嫌い？何のことだ。9月17日、同月代。祭りの中に灰原は発見できず、神楽の間はこの建物は締め切られ、誰も出入りできない。俺の勘が外れたか。しかしこの島のどこかに潜伏している可能性もある。明日から調査を始める。小さな島だ。灰原が来ていれば必ず跡を残すはずだ。9月17日、灰原病院。巫女はすでに心肺停止状態。原因不明の突然死と診断されている。9月17日、灰原病院、霊安室。この島では死者に仮面をつける風習があるらしい。ここはあんまり気持ちのいいものじゃないな。見ない方が良いと言われたが、本人か確認するため仮面を取ってもらうことにする。顔がわからない状態。何があった？写真を撮っておく。博多から本人と確認。
Well then, these investigations are getting quite long and interesting, aren't they? Alright, let's leave this place. We're done here. Except we're not. We got ghosts. Alright, you know what to do. Turn around, look at the ghost, attack him. Run. And is he dead? No? Well, it's about to be soon. There you go. Alright. Let's get the hell out of here already. We'll keep going down the hallway, and hopefully we'll see the nurse again. But right now, not much else. Oh, there she is. Alright, she's going over to that door over there. Let's follow her in, shall we? My fucking English is getting really terrible. I am super fucking tired right now. I am just letting you know this right now. Not in the greatest headspace. Oh, there she is again. Not only that, but there's a door to my right, too. We'll come back to that soon, but right now, just go forward this way. Now, unfortunately, as I go down this path, we'll end up by the gates. You know the one. We have a way of actually raising this gate up now. You can see it by the buttons on the walls. But there's one big issue about actually interacting with this thing. Yeah, no power. Okay, so that room, that, you know, that door that we went past? Get ready, we gotta go there. Also, change that lens again to actually take these kinds of shots. Yep, it's a device. A breaker room device, in a way. Made to essentially restore the power and all. Guess what? It's behind that fucking door we saw, so let's go all the way back. You can't run faster than this. Go this way, and open this door. I'm sure all's fine here. Oh no, spooky. And the door closed. Even if I didn't have that happen, she's impossible to take a picture of. What is possible to take a picture of, though, are these clusterfucks following me now. The problem is that they are way behind, and it takes a while for them to get here. Just give them a sec. Maybe 10 secs. Maybe a minute, actually. Come on! You can tell that, this is about as fun as you can tell from here. You can tell this is, like, super enjoyable fun right now, waiting for these assholes to, you know, not be by the wall. He tried to sneak attack me and it didn't work. Right, is there... Oh, there she is. Took your sweet fucking time. We're not done yet, though. We have one more enemy to fight against. Well, two more, really. But the first enemy is right over here. Yeah, surprise attack. It's the roof monster. Alright, the way you beat her is really easy. Look up, wait for it, fire when her hair shows. She'll then be limping around like that, you shoot her again from there, and you win. You can also just wait like I'm doing right now. It's longer, but it's safer. Come on. There you go. Alright, so... there are two directions to go to, and I'm gonna choose this one first. Well, it's also that as well, but I'm gonna choose this path first. On your left, there will be a, fucking sort of dead end right now. I mean, there's a door there, but we can't open it at all. And to my right is what we're looking for. So, yeah, just go for it, man. Yeah, here you go. And, yeah, the other path happens to be just, like, a few small items and then a fight. Alright, now that the power's been turned on, we can now get the fuck out of here. But first, we must go explore this area. And the first thing we're going to explore, obviously, is going to be the fuck off items that are on a different path from here. I'm sorry that it's taking me so long right now. Running is slow. I can't do shit about it. Yay! Our workers temporarily halted. Some of the tunnels known to be beneath the island were found, and this has stopped our expansion. When this hospital was first built, the director's office was put in the basement. What did the director think when they hit those tunnels? I don't know. Craziness? On this island, being a cultural taboo for a long time, was it because of its just fucking tunnels? In one of the tunnels, I noticed the moonlight was filtering through from the rest of this page was interrupted, so it was never finished. And, over here, medicine. Medicine. Oh, and by the way, surprise. Yeah, that's cheap. That's fucking cheap. Eat it. I don't see anyone else, so I'll just leave the hell out of here. However, there's one more thing I have to show you, and it's a peephole thing. We haven't dealt with peepholes yet, but this is our first one. And, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to look at. But yeah, I could just leave off and, you know, get to the gate, get the hell out of there. But I believe I did, at the very least, want to show you guys the, little thing. Yeah, I'm contemplating, and I'm like, nah, let's actually look for that fucking peephole. You know, it's just right around this corner. Look in the peephole. And hey! There's like a mummified corpse up there. Real creepy. Alright. So, let's get the fuck out. I think we're done here. I think we're 100% done here. So now that we're done with this area, we can now move on forward to going back to the main hospital areas. Just gotta put this right at the key card, and there you go. Yeah, much else to say about this long hallway walk. Alright, activate it. And now it's open. So let's go forward, shall we? Alright, up the stairs we go. Now, this is a picture that we are supposed to take, but... yeah, we got no time for that. Don't worry. What I will show you is that there are two things to grab here. One of these things is, you fucking guessed it, more readables. As planned, the next 5 patients related to the special examination have been arranged. Examination will take place in the director's office. Limited access is essential. Really now? Let's see why. Inpatients, room 310, Misaki cell, room 308, Ruka Yamatsuki, and room 203, Madoka Tsukimori. Outpatients, Mary Shinomiya and Tomoe Nanamura. Fuck. Anyway, at the end, a hurriedly scribbled memo is attached. Today's choice for the Kagura's Kanade was bad. Without them, it will just be an ordinary festival. In previous ceremonies of passage, there was much scrutiny over the choice of Kanade. A pure, obedient, sensitive maiden. The mass and the music easily devoured these maidens. By nature, the festival decides the community's fate, and we must embrace the serious responsibility of the ritual. We must have perfection in selection. Even if that means there must be delays in choosing. We have to have perfection in the selection. It is imperative that we have perfection in the selection, man. Anyway, over there is some fucking red crystals. I'm gonna go ahead and grab them right now. I'm still being rather cautious, but at this point, I'm not even gonna bother being cautious because I don't think it's even possible for me to avoid the fucking hands. You'll see why I'm saying that when we get to a certain point in this video. Oh hey, picture. Hey guy. He's looking at something, but you know what? There's something else we can look at right now. It's on the table. Guess what? It's another fucking book. Let's read it. Book. Oh, letter. After a long time, I have finally completed the Master Lunar Eclipse. I poured my heart and I feel like I gave my everything. My spirit is exhausted. I want to thank you for your help. Tsumsuya. Well, he was important at the Mass. Lost documents of the ceremony of past were restored and techniques became clear. Above all, I studied the paint set out the key to the mysterious Master Lunar Eclipse and gathered all that was necessary. You will surely see the results you wish for at the ceremony, and the true Master Lunar Eclipse complete. Yeah, Suya is obsessed with this shit. It's pretty bad. Kind of neglected his daughter. The true Master Lunar Eclipse is by no means same as the abominable Master of Legend, and it will not create this evil day without suffering. The catastrophe was caused by because the mass of the Lunar Eclipse made by Sotsu was incomplete. There's a lot of shit I gotta read, man. Sotsu wrote that this mass will open the gate to the afterlife. Your implacability bore fruit. I must endeavor to protect the mass until the Regetsu Kagura. I will not be present for the ceremony of passage, but I'll be praying for its success. Suya Yamatsuki. So yeah, this is the father, and he's been doing this shit for this fucker, and as you can see, his devotion was quite intense. And you know what? We're about to see a fucking diary from the guy that was given to Habara. The day of the Kagura nears. The Regetsu Kagura dance will probably once again overflow of guests. Tourists come in again. The Kagura dance spreads Regetsu Island's name and has brought in revenue. What about that money? Alright, let's see. Lately, preparations below have not been advancing. Yu has spoken to all of the Kanade, and the true mass of the Lunar Eclipse is complete. You must resurrect the ceremony of passage. Yep. The mass of the Lunar Eclipse made the Shrine Maiden bloom, and she began to destroy the island. Assuming that the day without suffering had arrived, people feared and detested the ritual. But as for the true mass of the Lunar Eclipse and the ceremony for the Utsuwa, he's getting fucking nuts. It may cure my daughter's illness. The mass of the Lunar Eclipse is my final move in the train Lunar Sedata syndrome in the Regetsu Kagura. The Utsuwa loses her own sense of self within the mass, and the mass of the Lunar Eclipse erases all their memories. They are brought to that essential place. Your daughter, huh? Alright then. Let's see where this is going. Hopefully nothing bad. Once there, their self returns and floods into them. If the ceremony of passage is successful, the long battle with Lunar Sedata syndrome will end. Their self returns and floods into them. My wife thought that sickness of our daughter was her fault and took her own life. I have waited a long time for that day. Perhaps I won't have to look at my daughter's unhappy face anymore. The results of this research are dedicated to my late wife. Oh, she's fucking dead too. Great. Great. So the wife's dead, daughter is fucking fucked, and this guy... Ah, man, he probably screwed up a lot of things, didn't he? He very much probably did. Anyway, we have to go inside this area now. We went here before, but now we're going back in here. And if we do, we end up with this. And guess what? I couldn't take the fucking picture. Yeah, that was really annoying. I needed that, so... Yeah, first time I had to do that for a normal ghost encounter, too. If I did the picture, I would have gone to fight, but unfortunately, no dice. More reading. The girl's condition is extremely unstable. After the interruption of the ceremony of passage, they could not withstand the mental and physical shock. The memories and emotions are like sheets of blank paper. If the proper medication and treatment are administered, it may be possible to stop the condition. However, it's quite rare for this to succeed. My mouth is losing it, man. It's losing it! It is necessary to observe their progress and investigate the influence of the ceremony. Additional notes stated may be useful in the treatment of Sakia, who was moved to the Morning Palace. Sakia, I think that's a new name to us. And the Morning Palace, I believe we've heard that before or not. But, yeah. In condition when found. Some more stuff to, note in the handbook, which we're never going to see. Now, we could go downstairs, because this is the area, and there's not really anything else to look for. But what we're actually doing is going back upstairs and going out of this fucking room over to the other door on the other side of the end of that hallway. So, jump cut over to when I do just that. Go in here. Walk on forward. After a lot of waiting. Yep. Alright, let's go over to it and, see what it is.
カルテがまとまったら俺の部屋まで持ってきてくれ。一応見ておく。霊媒体質の子は分かるようにしておいてくれ。男はいい。必要ない。
No attack awaits for us on that one. Instead, just more fucking reading. Oh, and trust me, it'll get worse. Lunar Eclipse, ceremony passage is nearing. The only tradition which remains from olden days is the old form of the Getsu Kagura dance. The song pours forth from the masked Kanade. The souls of the dead enter the Utsuwa. The primordial dance that releases these is all called the ceremony of passage. Uh-huh. Yeah, we already know that by now. From a lot of this fucking reading. The director said preparations have been made for the stage in the underground lunar hole, performing the handmaidens. Song, chimes, flute, drums, strings. Are those 5 Kanade the same? The dancer, is she really a vessel? And what about the ceremony of passage in the midst of the Vagetsu Kagura dance? I can't get rid of this anxiety I have. It's bad. Really bad. But I am beginning to become strongly drawn to the ceremony of passage. It's because I saw the mask of Lunar Eclipse. That mask, the soft smile on the break of dares, the instant anger visible over facing death. The maniac feeling, the maniac feeling when seeing that mask. I still want to see the dance using this mask. No, I even want to be in it myself. It's till I turn back. So the assistant has gone mad. And now he's stuck with this shit as well. Great. Everybody who digs in deep goes fucking crazy. You know what else is crazy? Not a fight. However, it's just with one person, one ghost. And it's a very fucking easy ghost because I kill it in one hit. I wasn't joking. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's go out of this fucking room and back to the normal first floor where we started. Because there is something waiting for us over there. And what could that be, might be wondering? Well, let's go over and, find out. Surprise, ghost! And now we just go out forward. And yes, you will go forward because it's just going to be a lot of walking back to the archive now. So jump cut, because I'm not wasting time with that shit. There is something here, though. She's also here, the nurse. I want to shoot her from here, but you can't. You have to go around this wall to take the shot. So, yeah, that's annoying. But now we move on forward to the door. The outside, the back door key. Yep, that's outside, alright. And hey, a save point. That is why I didn't save back at the first floor, because we have a save point right here. And now, we get into the furnace. I am not looking forward to the furnace, and my reasoning for this is very justified. You see, here is the furnace. And there are documents inside. How many documents? How about 27 pages? Yeah, I'm gonna start reading all of this right now for you, okay? 27, here we go. Kirishima, it seems you've also come to this island for work. I've come to Regetsu Island to focus on studying the society. The culture of this island is interesting. It really stands out with its originality. Yep, a bundle of this fucking shit. You ready for it? It's gonna be great. The purpose of my latest research is this island's mask. It is known that the mask related to the island's religion. However, there are still many mysteries. This is the year of the Kagura dance, which occurs every decade. Many masks are made for the Kagura. Uh-huh. Oh boy, I'm not looking forward to this. If all goes well, perhaps I may be able to visit the actual place where the island's masks are made. I think I'm going to stay on this island for a while. Remember my little sister Iori? She's also with me. I'm looking forward to this mysterious Kagura. It's completely adapted for tourists. Little sister, huh? Wonder who this is. Iori wants to meet you and have a drink together when you come to the island. It's unusual that the natives of this island don't traditionally consume large quantities of alcohol. Kusunagi, University Assistant Professor Takashi Aiba. This is Takashi's stuff then. Alright. First of all, the Kagura mask is part of the ceremony believed to represent God. Traditionally, the form of the god for the coming year is unified with current god during the Kagura dance. However, Regetsu Island's mask is not the face of God. First of all, this island does not believe in a god. It doesn't believe in one. At all. Recently, it became known as the Regetsu Kagura dance. However, it was formerly known as the ceremony of passage. The name takes its meaning from an old word which talks of the return of the dead. I think that since masks are put on the face of the dead, the island's mask perhaps imitates the dead, covering the face of the dead with masks dancing. These customs are rarely ever seen. This mask is the form of death on this island, or perhaps it's the form of the dead. If you imagine an unchanging dead face, could this eternal face be the true representation of the island's mask? If the masks used in ceremonial passage have some kind of unique role in the ritual? I'm doing my best here, give my time some time. That is the mask worn by the Otsuwa. The Otsuwa's mask was made before all the other Kagura masks, and the other Kagura masks have different origins. Even among those, I was struck by the prominent presence of an imitation of the Lunar Eclipse made by Soetsu Yomatsuki, the mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Yep, there it is again. That fucking mask Lunar Eclipse. However, the island fell into ruin when the shrine maiden wearing the mask of the Lunar Eclipse bloomed. After this, its existence became taboo on the island, and even mentioning it is frowned upon. The magic techniques of Suetsu Zara were lost as a result of the disaster that once occurred. Yep, sure did. Sure fucking did. However, other than that, we know nothing of the jet black mask. Now, Suya is trying to revive the advanced mask making techniques of Suetsu's era. Just maybe a part of the masked Lunar Eclipse. Part of it what? Nothing? Okay. I was hoping my sister has a mild case of Lunar Sonata. After watching the Regetsu Kagura, she might get better. Even so, she'll briefly be hospitalized here. Extended hospitalization was discussed, but only as an extreme and unlikely option. I will continue to research the mask. I did come to the island to visit, but... a black mask. At the time of the dead return. The dead are all the same, formless spirits. I cannot imagine the purpose of this mask. What sort of ritual is it that suggests summoning spirits back from death? Its peaceful smile is like a Buddha statue. However, the Buddha statues do not share the primitive sense of emptiness in this mask. I believed before that they were speaking of death with this mask, but now, it may be that it isn't death, but something else. When I see it, it drives me into the bottom of a deep nothingness. A feeling of dreadful relief floods into me. It's so beautiful. Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Even though my eyes were crushed, I still looked. I saw it. It's beautiful. Well then. Fuck that. Guess what? We're not done yet with the reading. No, we're not going to see the ghost yet because there's a readable around here that I kind of missed. Not for long though, it took me like a minute. Boy, but we got a book down here. Let's fucking read it, boys. Yeah! The film record of the Regetsu Kagura must still be burned. No other record of the dance has ever been recorded or stored before, but this film is strange. At first, I thought the film was damaged. However, I confirmed when I watched it one more time that I could clearly see a woman I had not seen when I was there in person. She seemed to be dancing. Just seemed to be. I also saw the nurse mixing together somehow, but then I saw the woman much more clearly. Gradually, this woman fades in. When I realized what was occurring, I couldn't believe it myself. I refused to think about it. No more of this footage should be taken, even for verification. Already, I'm reluctant to be near this film. Without warning for the director's instructions, I'll use the incinerator out back. So yeah, the film I guess was going to be burnt alive, and it didn't. Kinda. Alright, so that's all the reading for now. Now we go into a long walk trail down here, following the ghost as we go along, and we find one item up on a tree. This tree in particular, actually. Look up. There it is. More crystals. Might as well go ahead and upgrade. Let's see. Let's put it at the... You know what? The chain. Let's get some chaining going on. Because, you know, we want some more points. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to do it because... Oh, wait. Yep, gotta keep following her. And I'm not going to do it because there is a lens upcoming that is going to make use of chaining pretty much a lot more than upgrading the chain upgrade right now. So we're going to go ahead and grab that first. However, first off, we must do this. There you go. Alright, now we can move on forward. So, look down from here, or look ahead or whatever, and eventually... should appear. There it is. Alright. Go pick this up, and we will get... the chain lens. This is automatically on every time you have the lens on. It will increase the amount of time you have with the chain shots. And this is something we can upgrade too. And, yeah, believe it or not... yeah, see? Believe it or not, I'm going to fully upgrade this lens. This is the first lens where I see value in it. And I have 150 of these red crystals anyway, so fuck it, use them anyway. 5, 10 to 20. That leaves it to 45, I believe. No, wait, 35 red crystals used. And with that, we now have a completed lens of our own accord. And we can use it to make some very long chains for a lot of points and damage. That's a grave. Very nice shot, honestly. And around the bend, right behind it, there she is. Now, where she's standing, there is an item down there. Just gotta look down. There it is. And grab it. Things are getting weird. Oh boy. I came to this island upon Uncle's recommendation. Although I was scared at first, I'm very grateful now. The people at the hospital and the islanders are very kind and have taught me all kinds of things. All kinds. Yeah, more fucking reading. This year, a festival done once every decade called the Regetsu Kagura will be held. The role of the Otsuwa maiden is to dance in the ceremony, seemingly lifted by a god, up by God in the dance. And I was a little surprised to find out that the islanders had recommended me. Oh boy! Tsubaki Tono is so lucky. Still, the role of the Yatsuo has a rich and beautiful feeling to it, and it was just right for a person around my age, so I decided to accept. To be able to participate in this island's ancient festival is a great honor, and best of all, I feel it will be a wonderful opportunity to convey my gratitude. It seems that from now on I'll need to undergo some sort of purification training involving mass. This role is my duty. And we gotta fucking film the blackened film. Oh, hi! I'm guessing you are the person from the diary? Anyway, it's now time for the longest fucking fight in the game. At least to me. Right now. We have 3 enemies. And the thing is, we're gonna see these 3 enemies at least, what, 5, 8 times? Because even if I kill them, they respawn. Oh, they'll stay dead eventually. You just gotta do it a number of times before they actually die. This does mean we'll be using a lot of our energy, and I will have to keep doing this, where I leap out of my shot by aim, and try to wait for it to refill. But yeah, I upgraded the chain just for this. Because this really does the damage, and it really does the score too. You can see I'm getting a lot out of this. Yeah, I'm just running around, trying to grow my fucking energy back up. See? The chain stays. As long as it's on 10, I believe that's about the maximum. At that point, the attacks do a fuck ton. But, yeah. For the most part, this is essentially what we're getting. And I can't attack now. I gotta run. This goes on for such a fucking long time. It's not even funny. There you go. They just keep coming. They keep fucking coming. You can see why I said this guy is the most action-heavy of all the characters in this game. No other fucking character is getting this kind of shit. With the actual Camera Obscura, this kind of crap would be a fucking nightmare. And this guy, this one enemy, appears the absolute most. All those other two motherfuckers, they were about like, what, 7? This guy is like 10. 10 fucking appearances. He just keeps on going. And going. And fucking going. Takes a few hits too. And the absolute worst part is I don't have a fatal frame to work with either. I have to deal with this shit. When it comes to this flashlight, Choushiro doesn't fucking have a fatal frame. I have to get as close as possible to do my damage. And his attacks do a shit ton of damage, really. You can see it going almost up to 2,000 at one point. It's crazy. And now we're done. So that was like, what, 5 minutes of fighting a 3 ghosts that kept appearing over and over again? And now I have to run all the way back to the fucking starting room. Yeah, I'm gonna save right now, And then I'm gonna jump cut to the only appearance we get on all this trail back, which is a ghost appearance in the tub. Yep. You know, after a long time of getting your ass kicked, you just want to have a bit of a clean, you know? Alright, jump cut to me actually being back here, because the phone ring's about to begin. See? Let me go ahead and answer it. Oh, right. I'm playing it with the, you know, the actual real wiimote control scheme. Which means it's going to my wiimote. So you can't hear what that was. I had to go through quite a fucking fight of figuring out what to do here and how to fix this. And I will play it for you right now of what it was. But then I will tell you of all the bullshit and shenanigans that have happened because of me trying to figure out this shit and fix it. So, let me go ahead and play you the sound right fucking now. And now for the explanation of what happened, because you can see that my score has changed, and so has my time and such, and so has my upgrades. Right. And also I haven't upgraded the fucking... Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade that right now. So, here's the thing. When I went through this, I was save stating to make sure I could just, you know, get this shit sorted. I then did an update. I then, you know, checked all the settings. I checked on the forums and such, and I found that with a real Wiimote control scheme, it cannot be moved to the PC. They keep telling you to go into it in-game, the fucking pause menu for the Wiimote, go into the Wiimote settings, and then put the speaker sound all the way down to mute, and then it'll go to TV that way. It doesn't work. It does not fucking work. You just get no sound. So, then I found out that this shit does work. You do get your sound in the PC if you go by emulated Wiimote. So, I then had to go forward and fucking, you know, set up the emulated Wiimote with a fucking actual Wiimote. And that was hell because the motion's all finicky. Of note, I do not have a Motion Plus Wiimote. I'm using a regular one. So, even with that, even if I had a fucking Motion Plus one, it was very finicky on the movement. And I had to do that shit manually. I had to place it in manually. So, it was a fucking mess. And, yeah, eventually I would then get the recording done for it. And, you know, then I would begin the editing here. But, from my fiddling around of trying to figure out the audio problems and shit to get the fucking, you know, shit working normally before I found out the reason why, Bandicam didn't record my fucking audio. And it's because I chose one of the other back-end audios that it can't record. So, I tried to load my save state. It doesn't work, and I only have one save, and I already saved over it. So after we watch this cutscene, I'm going to tell you exactly what I just did here in this very recording you're seeing now.
何があった。あの時ミコが死んだ。何が起こってたんだ。
Well, that was spooky. Oh no. Okay, so here's what I did. I had to redo the entire game all over again. And when I did, you know that hand bullshit that was happening? Yeah, that's random. And it sucks. I tried finding a way to, like, get away from it, to get around it. No, you can't. Anyway, here's another tape for you, record free.
9月25日、老滅館。ようやく老滅館の患者に聞き込みができた。関係者以外は入るのが難しいが、さやかさんの口添えもあって、なんとか潜り込めた。月遊病というのは、記憶をなくす病気らしく、言っていることはほとんど要領を得ない。見たと言った次の瞬間には見ていないという。これじゃ聞き込みにならない。入院している少年から3階の間垣という男の部屋で少女を見たという証言を得た。これからその部屋へ向かう。老滅館309号室、発見できず。どうもこの絵のことらしい。しかしここで俺の能力の老滅館4階、ここで最後だ。奥の部屋を調べればこの建物を全て調べたことになる。この部屋の住人は咲夜という女性、灰原の姉にあたる。重度の月遊病らしく、灰原について聞いてもおそらく無駄だろう。しかも今は昏睡状態ということだ。しかしここはまるで牢獄だ。捜索終了。灰原も少女たちもここにはいない。
Well, that was surely haunted. Anyway, we're about to get into another fight. While we're doing this fight, let me go ahead and just, preface this right now. That, unlike before the fucking hand shit, you cannot avoid it this time! It likes to do sneak attacks from the fucking floor and shit, and not only that, I tried waiting for it to appear, backing the fuck off, getting away from it completely, and then trying again. It would come back immediately. It stays with the item. So, at a random chance for all of you, for any of the blue or red crystals, you may or may not get them, because the game dictates it's on you. I have to go to floor 3 now. But yeah, that's fucking annoying. So, I cannot get a lot of the blue crystals and red crystals because of that, and it's only the crystals the hand comes in on. It's only the shit to upgrade your fucking cameras. So that's just fucked. Yep, another picture. But yeah, you are now seeing a second playthrough of this entire bit. I know what I'm doing here now. And not only that, I have a fuck ton of points, and I'm not using them. And I made sure to put all my upgrades onto this guy. Oh, so time for more rating. There is one issue to report about a patient. Recently, I've observed a significant change in the condition of Magaki from room 309. Problematic behavior has increased. For example, he grins if obsessed by something and sometimes suddenly cries out in a loud voice. Oh boy. Yesterday, after the lights out, I suddenly started to scream, so I ran to him. When I got there, he turned to me, grabbed me, and started to shout strange words at me like eradication and destruction. Furthermore, there have been dramatic changes in the pictures he draws. Must be the artist, then. Alright. He keeps drawing this sinister-looking woman, and there is no doubt that this woman is the patient of this isolation ward. Why is Magaki drawing pictures of this woman? To me, it seems like an omen for that person without a face to awaken. So yeah, the artist. That's another thing we gotta worry about. We gotta go to his room. But first, investigation record number 5. Let's play this fucking tape and see what happens next.
10月9日、さやかさんが島を出るという。ルカちゃんを他の病院に入れたいということだが、急な話だし当てもない。この数日でさやかさんは随分やつれた気がする。少しでも目を離すとふっとどこかいなくなってしまいそうだ。俺は。
Neat! Okay, let's go over that door because another fucking cutscene's about to play once we go over that door, so I don't have that much time to talk about anything right now, so fuck it. Yep, a lot of spooky noise. Now, there is supposed to be an item right next to me on this table, apparently, according to the walkthrough. No such thing exists. Not shocked. However, if we go down this way, nothing happens. Because we're not supposed to really go to that room yet. We're actually supposed to go over to this room. Yes. We're going into her room. I forgot her fucking name already. I am just terrible right now. I am very tired. I can't think. But what I can say is Ghost. Hey, look, it's the mother, Sayaka. And guess what? She left a diary here. You ready for more reading? Because I'm not. But first, a picture. Now reading. Sawyer's obsession has engulfed him. I can't understand. What idea is it that drives him in Haibara this way? I have no idea. If Ruka isn't treated quickly, it seems that she doesn't ask about the island, but about some place far away. After this, however, it may be impossible to help Ruka. It's Ruka. Okay, remember, this is Ruka's room. Sawyer, I'm sorry. I am worried about you, but it may not be possible to save you. I think I will leave this island soon. Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you tried, and I'm sure you failed. Oh, hey. An item. Let me go ahead and grab that. Blue crystal. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can upgrade anything. I might be able to. Yeah, I can upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade my charge. And now, I'm going to go straight into a fucking fight with this asshole again. Not even any noise or anything. He just suddenly comes in. He knows he knows it's not wanted. Also, why didn't that shot work? Well, fuck you, you're dead anyway. There you go. We got a small key from him this time. A small key for what? Well, you're about to find out because... Are you ready for more side mission shit? Because we're nearing the end of the chapter now. This asshole says so. Alright. So we gotta go over to that secret door. Remember that secret door? Yeah, this one right over here. The problem is, we can't go in from this path. Unfortunately, it is a one-way door. So we have to go all the way around back to that creepy bitch's room. But before we go inside this small door here, go at the back of the bed and you'll see this happen. Take a picture, get that, and then get into a fight. Now, with a camera, this would have been a problem, but with the fucking, flashlight here, 2 shots. No ghost can defeat the fucking flashlight. Alright, let's go inside. He's being very cautious. He got his flashlight ready. Nothing in here. Let's move on forward. And inside of here are 2 things. The first thing is in this coat. Fucking notebook. I came back to the island after a long time and still nothing has changed. It's as if time has stopped on this island. My sister is unchanged. She remains a little girl. Oh no, it's 7 pages. When my sister is calm, the air around her becomes more transparent and pure than before. Maybe she's just more cooperative than she was in the first place. Nevertheless, Flora says there is no choice. No choice for what? We will see if the day of the Rekutsu Kagura has an effect on my sister's symptoms. Even if it caused my sister to become sick, the ritual must be performed again. The role of the Utsura must once again be served. We must attempt the ceremony of passage. I'm sure you do. The current tourist festival is useless. I have to revive the most primordial Kagura, the ceremony of passage. I can hear the raised voice of a nurse in the room on the other side. A lone girl is crying. It sounds like you, Ayako. In a chat with my father, he said Ayako excessive mischief. Ayako excessive mischief. Interesting. You know how to have fun, Ayako. Your way of handling toys is interesting. To keep living honestly and on this old-fashioned island, having fun is the most important thing. Yeah. Fun. These fuckers are crazy. And hey, a box. Guess what? This key, it's for this box. And guess what we get? A fucking notebook! And a film. And the book doesn't play off immediately. This is the first. I have to go, not in the records, but into files to look for the book I just got so I can actually fucking read it. That is a new thing, game. That's a new thing from ya. I'm still gonna read it, though. This is the safest place I know of. If I return to the mainland, I'm a criminal. That detective is hanging around the island. A man like him couldn't catch me, though. The last-minute game of tag of the detective was indeed interesting. Above all, he is my enemy. Regardless of tactics, an enemy is always an enemy. He is simply far too honest to catch me. A genuine enemy. That brings me pleasure. Thinking about it, he just may have been the one who might have been able to stop me. Anyhow, I was prepared. After the ceremony passage, I saved my sister from the chaos. Now, I suddenly remember that when my sister was young, she used to sing a song. A fucking song, huh? Did my sister forget that tune? After the ceremony of passage, she was always singing that song to herself. My sister is waiting for me, almost there. After the ritual, I'll leave the island, slowly recovering the time we lost. 3 people living in the quiet place where that song flows. And now I'm gonna jump cut back to that fucking hallway area so we can go to that door that ghost went to. Except not really, because we're going to use the film. Which we can actually choose films to the projector now. Which is a thing we could used to do, but now we can again. And it's a still film this time from Yu Haibara. Ceremony passage can just be made out. Yep, that's it. Alright, back to that fucking room. However, not really, because this door that he went to, it's locked. But we know who it was, and we know whose room it is, so we know the door. And now it's time to finally meet the artist face to face in how we deal with every ghost in these games. He is incredibly easy. Just point down and shoot. His attacks are weak as fuck and it's easy to avoid them. That's all you have to do. Oh, by the way, one more thing. And this is just from me going through the game again. So I did try the piano this time. If I do emulated wiimote, the piano controls are fucked. But if I do it from real wiimote, it acts appropriately. So, yeah, the rest of this game's gonna be on real remote. Anyway, examine the painting, you'll get the final cutscene here. Alright, so that was chapter 7. And I hated it. I hated it. And I hated it because it was painful, and the Wiimote thing was all fucky, and But now we're on chapter 8. And chapter 8 is gonna be fucking something. Sayaka. Fucking hopefully, we won't have to deal with 50 books and 1,000,000 pages of fucking dense lore. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time for another time Misaki with chapter 8. I'll see you then.